Hey guys, Dr. Rachel here with Hutchison Chiropractic. We just had some really exciting news happen in this office, and I just been dying to share it with somebody and try to keep this real simple so that everybody can not only understand it, but also they can benefit from it as well. So here we have about a 45-year-old gentleman that originally came to us with complaints of sciatic problems, nagging low back pain, of course, which we're all familiar with, and then some pain going down into the bottom and into his leg. So he's been under care with us now for about 3 months roughly, and when he originally started care, we found some very important things that needed to be corrected on his spine that were contributing to his sciatic symptoms and to his low back pain. So ironically, we're actually going to show you what his neck looks like and kind of look through the rest of the spine as well, so we can show you what was wrong with him and why that was actually causing him to have all this discomfort. So when we look here at the neck region, what a lot of people don't realize is that we should actually have a curve in our neck. So it shouldn't be straight like most people think. You should actually have a curve in your neck, so almost like a banana, something like this, okay? So believe it or not, his spine and your spine too should actually, when we're looking at the neck region from the side, should have a nice beautiful arc in it, okay? And so what that's going to allow to happen, of course, is that's going to provide a shock absorber for your spine. So just think about a spring and how that works. So every day we walk around, we use our spine, we're putting impact on it with each step that we take. It's very important that we actually have a built-in spring about our spine, so that's one of the beauties of its natural design. So not only should we have one in our neck region, but we should have one in the middle part of our back, and then in our lower back as well. Okay, so as he does have a history of headaches, as I was reviewing his case, I noticed that, so that definitely could be a cause from his straightness in his neck, and we could also see some degenerative changes here in the form of bone spurs. Now as we come down, I know we're all curious about the lower back since that's where most of his symptoms are. You see how straight that is, okay? He should actually have an arc like this, just like we would have in our neck, the same shape and same direction. And because he doesn't have that for years now, he's been dealing with low back discomfort and sciatic symptoms strictly because he hasn't had that spring or cushion in his spine. And for the longest time, we didn't think that we could change those curves. We just thought that, whatever we saw on here, that was it. Okay, that was the card that we were dealt. But now we know the opposite is true. So we've been starting care with him, doing some rigorous, very specific corrective spine work, and I want to show you what his results are just 3 months later. I'm actually just going to move this one over here to over here because we've got a brighter light. Let's see. Now this is the after. Okay, so you don't have to be a radiologist by any means to really appreciate the differences. So this is really exciting. You can see that now we have this nice beautiful arc, just like we were designed to have, and it's shaped just like that reverse banana that we were talking about. So that's very obvious even for the layman to actually see. We actually got a 15-degree improvement, or actually an 18-degree improvement, just in the curve of his neck. Okay, so now he's actually measuring 29 degrees, which is really exciting. Actually now has his cushion or his curve put back into his thoracic spine. Now this is the part that's really exciting. When you look into his back, he actually now has the proper curve and cushion that he was designed, nice beautiful arc, just like he was supposed to have to begin with. Okay, so this stuff's really exciting because, like I said before, we didn't even know 5-6 years ago that we could do something like this, and now that we can, it's just super exciting. So now for the last part, I'll tell you what this guy is feeling like. Just within about the first 6 weeks of care, he really noticed the difference. Not only the pain stopped radiating down into his bottom, into his leg, and really just became localized just to some intermittent low back discomfort. Now it's basically gone. He'll have some stiff days if he's been on his feet a lot, but other than that, it's been really great. No more headaches, and these are just some of the things that we can do now. But the first step, of course, is just finding out if you have something like this going on in the first place. A lot of people have never had their spine evaluated, so if you don't have a chiropractor, if you're having problems, I suggest that you go find one and then get your spine checked. You never know what you're going to find in there. So just give us a call if you have any questions, 243-2723. Come get your health back.